Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shruti Kotangale. I am a consultant obstetrician and gynecologist, infertility specialist and laparoscopic surgeon associated with AIPS Hospital, Dombivli. Women faces a lot of health issues throughout her life. So awareness and advocacy of women's health is vital in improving the quality of life and wellness of a woman. So it is important for a woman to take out some time for her own health and well-being. Today, on the occasion of International Women's Health Day, I would like to discuss various stages of changes a woman go through and what all care she needs to take during these stages. The first stage in the life of a woman is puberty. It is the age between 8 to 13 years when a girl develops secondary sexual characters according to her hormonal levels. These secondary sexual characters are development of breast. She starts getting hair on her axillary and pubic areas, and the most important is menarche. So what is menarche? It is the first menstrual period a woman gets in her life. If any of these secondary sexual characters develop before 8 years of age or after 13 years of age, you need to see your doctor, get investigated and evaluated. Second stage in the life of a woman is a menstrual cycle. So after puberty, for 1 to 2 years, a girl may have irregular periods and it is completely normal. Irregularity after this period may be because of some hormonal issues like thyroid hormone, maybe prolactin hormone, excessive weight gain, polycystic ovarian diseases, anovulatory cycles, and so on. So this needs to be evaluated. So you need to speak to your doctor and get some investigations like ultrasound or hormonal evaluation done and get treated accordingly. During this stage, woman needs to understand few things regarding menstrual hygiene. So these measures are use of sanitary napkins, tampons or menstrual cups over traditional cloth. So the third stage in the life of a woman is marriage. So after marriage, when the woman is sexually active, there is high chance that she might get pregnant. If a couple decides not to have child very soon after marriage, then they should know what all contraceptive options are available for them. So for this young woman, low-dose oral contraceptive pills and barrier method of contraception like female condom or male condom are good options. When a couple decides to have a child, they can opt for a preconceptional counseling with their gynecologist. You can discuss your health issues, any genetic history in your family with your doctor, get investigated and evaluated. During this preconceptional visit, your doctor might start you on folic acid and vitamin D3 supplements before planning for pregnancy. So during pregnancy, I would suggest get registered with your gynecologist and take regular antenatal visits. During pregnancy, it is essential for a woman to take good healthy nutritional diet, rich in proteins, green leafy vegetables and fruits. It is essential to take supplements like iron, calcium, vitamin D3 and take vaccination as advised by your doctor. Do get regular checkups of your weight, BP, hemoglobin, thyroid and sugars during pregnancy, as anemia, pregnancy-induced hypertension, gestational diabetes mellitus and gestational hypothyroidism are very common in pregnancy, and this can be easily picked up and managed if detected earlier. During pregnancy, get ultrasounds done as advised by your doctor. You can discuss the mode of delivery with your doctor. According to your antenatal records and clinical findings, your doctor will decide the safest mode of delivery for you. So after delivery, the next stage is lactational stage or postnatal stage. WHO recommends a woman should start breastfeeding her baby as early as 1 hour post-delivery. Woman should exclusively breastfeed her baby for first 6 months, as breast milk is a complete food and ideal food for the baby. So for the baby, the first milk, that is colostrum, is very helpful, which is essential for the baby to prevent from various viral and bacterial infections. Breastfeeding prevents baby from allergies, diabetes, obesity, ear infections and respiratory infections. It is found that babies who are exclusively breastfed have good IQ levels and there is good neurological development also. Breastfeeding reduces the chances of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, postpartum depression, osteoporosis in women. Breastfeeding also helps a woman to return back to her pre-pregnancy weight faster. A woman should have a healthy diet and nutrition rich in proteins and green leafy vegetables during this time. She should get iron and calcium supplements for first 3 months post delivery. The mother should start doing pelvic exercises if she has delivered normal. The next important part is contraception. So after delivery, when the prolactin hormone levels are high, women may not get her periods. So there are less chances that she might get pregnant. But this is not 100% contraceptive. So it is advisable to take some add-back method of contraception. So during postnatal visits with your doctor, you can discuss what all modalities of contraception are available and you can choose whatever is suitable for you. So your doctor might advise you low-dose oral contraceptive pills, intrauterine copper teat devices, or barrier method of contraception. Spacing between the two childs should be 2 to 3 years ideally. If family is completed, a woman can opt for and decide for a permanent method of sterilization, which is a laparoscopic tubal ligation surgery. It is an inability of a sexually active, non-contracepting couple to achieve pregnancy for up to 1 year after marriage. We should understand that infertility is not only a woman's problem, it is a couple issue. There may be various issues like male factor infertility or female factor infertility. If a couple is facing such issues, they can consult an infertility expert, get the hormonal and other evaluations done. Many of these factors are easily detectable and treatable, so there is no need to dishearten. These couples can get pregnancy after getting treatment. So, menopause is a natural event in a woman's life which happens at 45 to 55 years of her age, and it defines the end of her fertile period. During this period, women may develop certain changes in her body owing to less amount of estrogen secreted from the ovaries. Perimenopause is a period around 1 to 1.5 years before menopause when a woman faces irregularity in her periods. During this period, a woman might develop various physical and psychological symptoms. Physical symptoms are headache, dizziness, hot flushes, night sweats, dry hair, loss of hair, palpitations, sore nipples, fatigue, muscle ache, dryness and sensitivity of skin. She might develop urinary tract infections, urinary incontinence, vaginal infections, and prolapse. Various psychological symptoms are mood swings, depression, anxiety, apathy, and insomnia. During this time, there is a risk of osteoporosis because of less estrogen secretion. So, the woman might get multiple joint pains and she may get fractures after fall. It is advisable to keep intake of coffee, tea, and spices to minimum. She needs to take enough of dairy products. She needs to drink plenty of water. Supplements like calcium, iron, multivitamins, and vitamin D3 should be included in diet. Do exercise regularly to prevent from osteoporosis. Kegels exercises should be practiced to tighten the pelvic floor muscle so as to prevent pelvic organ prolapse and stress urinary incontinence. Women should practice meditation regularly, take adequate sleep. It is advisable not to hold urine for a longer time. It may prevent from urinary tract infection. You can use vaginal lubricants during intercourse. It will prevent from painful intercourse. If these symptoms are still bothersome, you can meet your gynecologist. He or she may advise you evaluation and hormone replacement therapy. The two most prevalent cancer in India are breast cancer and other one is cervical cancer. Talking about breast cancer, it is advisable for a woman to do a self-breast examination monthly and an annual breast examination with your doctor. If you find any lump in your breast or your axilla, any discharge from your nipple, your doctor may advise you to go for a mammogram. Breast cancer, if detected at earlier stage, is treatable and manageable. Cervical cancer is the second most common cancer in India. Pap smear is a screening test for detecting cervical cancer and precancerous stages at the earliest. Vaccination for cervical cancer is also available. I would advise you to take the vaccine and also give it to your daughters between 9 to 11 years of her age or before her marriage. I hope this video will help you to understand women's health in a better way. If you have any queries, then feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.